Hello and welcome to another video. I know it's been a while. Honestly, some days I just don't have the energy and or I forget. Also focused on the Orlando Regional, which I'll definitely want to do another video about that later. I did have a fun time there, though I didn't do the best. Though I did manage to force a Game 4 against Arrow in that tournament, so that was fun. But anyway, here's the team. We have Lanturn, Noctowl, and Sableye. Just note these first few battles you'll see. Anyone who knows the Noctowl numbers will recognize that this is not the appropriate IVs for the first Noctowl, as I was using my more high rank one. This is the Breakpoint Noctowl I have, which I did use in the tournament. In fact, all three of these I did use in the tournament. The regional were three of them. As this was the team that got me to Expert and Legends. So this first few battles were part of my run to Expert, and then the later half of the video, the latter half, excuse me, is my run from Expert to Legend. So let's just get right into it. Alrighty, hopping into the first battle, we have Lanturn versus Metachamp. Neutral matchup, could honestly go either way. Sometimes I've stayed in, and then sometimes I swap out. And what I've noticed with Sableye swap outs is it does draw out some counters for Noctowl counters here. And the reason why I have Sableye Noctowl in the back is Trevenant was kind of like the hardcore counter I had in mind for Lanturn. So I wanted something that can handle Trevenant. Now, granted, Sableye, it's a bit touchy-go because... it's not bulky, and Trev does outpace the Seed Bombs. It doesn't really need to go for Shadow Ball too much in too many situations, especially early on. It's just better to go for Seed Bomb. You know, you outpace Sableye. Then, of course, Noctowl is the hard counter. And it's not the safe spot because if there's a Bastiodon, we're dead. Though G-Fist, there's still a chance, and hence why I'm using the Breakpoint. Ow. For those of you who are, like, not as experienced, there are cases to be made where, you generally want to try for high defense, high HP, low attack, but there's some mons that either reach a breakpoint or when CMP ties with the right amount of attack weightedness. So just want to keep that in mind, especially on something like Noctowl where you can build multiple of them because it's so inexpensive. Its second charge moves 10k dust, so like it's pretty inexpensive, and there's been lots of chances over the years to catch Hoot Hoots. So like, and there was a spotlight hour recently, in the last month-ish or so. It was the 22nd of January, I think. Sounds about right? Yeah. I think so. But yeah. So, and look, we got a Trevenant here, so Noctowl just hard walls this thing, and yeah, we Gucci here. And I got a shield, so even though they Noctowl will sweep, let's go. So we will do the Shadow Ball on the Glorian Stonefist. I wasn't talking too much about this battle because, especially with experienced players, and even you guys new ones, you can kind of see the writing on the wall already. I will shield up eventually. If it's not this with the next, I do shield it up. It is an Ice Punch, so this is a good shield either way. Now, I believe I go for the double Sky Attack because I don't think a Shadow Ball is taking it out, so I don't want to risk that. And Sableye is like 2 counters away from going out, I think. So, yeah. But that is going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. Oh, thought I paused it, but never mind, that's okay. Alrighty then, so we got Toxapex on the lead. This is a positive lead for us. Now, Sableye comes in. Sometimes I just like to stay in and do some chip damage on the Lanturn as Noctowl Sableye can flip the Noctowl matchup if it lands a return especially. So yeah, so that's why I stay. Whether I was slow or not, the swap in my head in the moment, I just wanted to get some chip damage. So, we do farm up as much as possible. We let the return go through as I can survive any one move, and I don't want to give up a shield right now. Now, Toxapex's going to come in. We're going to build up to 2 Sky Attacks. We're going to go for it. Now, I do know I go for double Sky Attack in this case. I should have gone for the Shadow Ball. As you're going to see, like I'm too low to reach a 3rd Sky Attack. So, Toxapex will get the farm down, which is not ideal, but Lanturn can take a Sludge Wave still despite the chip damage it got from Sableye. So we're going to come in with Lanturn, not Sableye. Hello, know my words, know my team. So yeah. Alrighty, we're going to just keep farming, keep farming, keep farming, keep farming. There's no reason to really throw a move at this point, as I want to be prepared for whatever's in the back. Thank God I shielded Sludge. As you're going to find out, there's an Obscune in the back. So they do have a shield advantage. I do kind of wish I could have shielded the earlier Sludge Waves, both Sludge Waves, but we are at where we're at. And we can go for a return on the Obscune. So this is still okay. Not ideal, but okay. So we're going to keep going for surfs. We need chip damage and we need the shields gone. Chip damage and the shields gone. So, yeah. And we get both the shields, and this is fantastic now. I think I could have gone for a Thunderbolt. I don't remember the counts offhand at this point, plus I got the battle sped up. So, yeah. But now, they know that their only win con is a catch or a boost on this Night Slash. That is their only win con. No boost. So, all right. I know they're going to try to swap. It's their only play. It is their only play. So I got to be very careful here. I wait. And the game is now over because they should have been near / energy dry, aka not able to get to a brine, and that is a good game. Alrighty, we got Lycanroc on the lead. So, neutral positive as we got Surf. Water Gun would probably be better, but honestly, those Psychic things that up, and it's probably better to have the Spark Surf combo anyway. For those of you who are thinking of Water Gun in any regional play, just make sure you have things to make sure you have better coverage on the flyers and water types. So yeah, as I do remember in the regional on the stream, one of the stream matches, I thought the trainer had out their Lanturn on the Azu, but I forgot they had Water Gun, and so Azu was able to get to the play rough it needed to take the win. So I do swap out, I think, eventually. I forget, I wasn't looking at the time, but Sableye versus Noctowl, not the greatest, but we do have a shield advantage, so that is ideal. So I might swap out to get rid of the debuff. So I will let this go, as Lanturn will have a great time versus Noctowl here. So I should be coming in with Lanturn. Yep, I do. I do believe, yep, I shield this up. A Shadow Ball would near take me out. So we do shield that up. We will be going for a Surf eventually. We're at the back-to-back Surf. So if this doesn't take it out, I hopefully will be able to Spark down before they reach at least another Shadow Ball. And yeah, that takes it out for sure. Alrighty then. So we do farm up as much as possible. I don't believe a Psychic Fangs will take me out. I do throw before because they should win CMP time. And then I catch the move onto Noctowl. So maybe that's what I did before on the Sableye. Wasn't looking at the time. Alrighty then. So, and of course, they got to go for Stone Edge here. So, yeah. And then they try to go with Pelipper. And then I just build up. I'm going for a Sky Attack here. They shouldn't have any shields, though. And then we go on CB2. I was trying to avoid that, ideally, but oh well. I do let the Weather Ball hit because I know it won't take me out. And plus, Lycanroc will get less farm. The Surf is going to be my key to victory here. So, hot diggity dog. We win that match. Good game to my opponent. All right, on to the next match. We have Lickitung. So, this is a neutral negative lead, depending upon if I let a Power Whip hit me or not. So, we're going to go for Thunderbolt here. I want to get some chip damage. The Sableye will do a lot better when chip damage happens, as the licks just really add up on Sableye, despite us hitting for neutral damage on the charge moves, where power up is what they have to go for on Lickitung, but the baits are common just because we're so scared of it. All right, they do shield. That's good. That's good. I'm going to swap into my Sableye now. And look, remember what I said earlier if I mentioned it? It draws out occasionally an owl counter, like a Bastiodon. This is huge. This is huge for us. So, and also this is much better for Sableye I think this is better for Sableye in the one shields. Bastiodon still has the advantage just because of our health deficit. So I'm hoping I can get to 2 foul plays. That's why I don't shield, because I'm like, I'm not winning this secondary matchup here. I don't know. Okay, either there was some lag or they purposely let me get to the second foul play, which is what I wanted in the first place. So, yep, I think they purposely I don't think that was lag. I believe they purposely let me farm them down. But that's okay. I do swap in right away, and they go for what I hope is a Power Whip. Blind Throw. Yes, we caught the Power Whip. Let's go, people. Alright, then we're just going to farm up. We're going to go for Sky Attack for days. As with the shield advantage, with the shield that they still have remaining, I don't want to risk it. Also, we can keep the shield for the Lanturn, as we should be able to close this game out since they threw a Power Whip, so they're fairly energy dry. And look at, okay, that's fine. We can let this go. Yep, there's no point in shielding the Noctowl. We can farm up on the Lanturn, because it's got plenty of health, and we do have a shield. So yeah, hang tight. Pardon that. That was an alarm there that I had to shut down. Alrighty then. So we're gonna go for a Thunderbolt on the Lickitung from the Lanturn. We will shield this up, as they could probably just go for Body Slams though at this point, which makes total sense. And we're gonna go for another Thunderbolt here. So this should be a good game. And it is. So good game to my opponent. Very well played. Alrighty, here we go. And this was the battle that got me to expert. So we have an Alolan Ninetales lead, so fairly positive lead for us. So, if you ever face the Shadow Ninetales now, the Alolan Shadow Ninetales, not just talking about cancel these anymore, gotta be specific, you should just go for 2 Surfs. That is the better play. Now, I do respond right away with my Noctowl and the Sableye safe switch, as Noctowl just doesn't really have the best of time regardless of which move the Alolan Ninetales uses. Charm did get nerfed, of course, by 1 damage point. Some would argue it should have happened, should not have happened. I'm not going to disagree with people that this season probably felt like the most RPS of all Great League metas in terms of open, but I was still able to power through with this team primarily. So, because every days I tried the single meta cups like Electric, I'd have a great day, but then I have a terrible time afterwards. So, though granted that's just a challenge for me to adapt to what I see or what's going to happen. So they come in with their Alolan Ninetales. I was going to win against the Sableye, not surprising. And then they're going to Charm down. And I do throw a Sky Attack, as I was not going to reach that Shadow Ball there. So Shadow Ball will do more damage. So if you know you're only going to get to 1 move, go for Shadow Ball. But if you know you can get to a couple, try to go for double Sky Attack or Sky Attack Shadow Ball, depending on what fits. So they do have Diggersby. They did get a lot of farm, unfortunately. It was like 5 or 6 mud shots they got. I think 5. And so, yeah, that's why I come up with Sableye to absorb the damage. They do go for Earthquake. Diggersby is tanky. It's not a glass cannon, so that's why I'm able to tank it with Sableye. They go for Fire Punch, which is interesting. Now, there's a case she made that maybe I should have gone, in hindsight, gone for double Foul Play to make sure I was in Surf range, because I'm not sure if that's Surf range, because Diggersby is so tanky. So, yeah, and there we go. That was the last battle in that set there. Again, these battles are just a combination, a showcase, so to speak. We're going to catch that Regice here. Not the best IVs, but that's okay. And there's Expert. All right, now these next 4 battles are the 4 wins I got in that set to get to Legend. The last battle will be a bonus battle afterwards. I wonder what kind of bonus battle it's going to be. But, so we're going to stay in with the Lanturn, get some chip damage with the Surf on the G-Fisk. I totally don't remember what the lead was on top of my head here, but I'm going to swap in with Sableye. We can take an Earthquake just fine if we have to. Do I shield, though? I don't shield. It is the Earthquake, which is unfortunate, so now they can go for Rock Slides, which is not ideal. But hopefully this energy advantage that we have now, well, you know what I mean. Whatever. So they do decide to take it, which they know they can. So they're just counting on getting shield advantage. So good play by them on not expending any shields. We are loaded up on energy, so that's very nice. Okay, it was Azu. That makes total sense. So we're gonna go for the return here. This is still okay, as we could take a play rough just fine. So we're gonna get that shield back on the eventually. Hopefully they just don't have a hard counter to Noctowl in the back. So yeah, we're gonna come up with the Lanturn, and we do get a shield back, so that's perfect. Because like we were only getting to 1 move anyway, and they have a Trevenant, and we lock it down with the Owl, and that is GG's. Very well played. Yeah, unfortunately, I just RPS'd him at the very that individual trainer at the very end there. So I get it. It's happened to me. It stinks. It sucks, but it is what it is in a blind format. We have a pretty lead, such a pretty lead. Lanturn versus Pelipper, and that opponent stayed in maybe a little too long. So we're gonna stay in, get some nice chip damages, I believe, because they stayed in those couple turns. Couple moves, I should say. We're able to get double Surf off here because we don't really need a move for the Pelipper at this point. And look at that. We're going to get this G-Fisk very low and or get a shield. And we get a shield. We're going to come in with the Sableye right away. So we're able to, well, we weren't really trying to catch a move. But they do go for the Earthquake. So I believe their Energy Dry had 1 more Mud Shot. Okay, so they were Energy Dry. So we will go for the Foul Play here. And we'll just keep going here. Thankfully, because of getting that shield earlier, we will win the secondary matchup regardless. Like, they're not going to win. And they do go for the Foul Play, or they're going to go for the Rock Slide. They do shield. We're going to shield right back. And then I'm going to shield up 2. Sometimes I can't remember if my Sableye wins CMP ties on GFIS, which I believe it does. So that's an important note. Remember your matchups on the CMP ties here, children, because that was, I could have easily gotten to another move, I think. Now, granted, I think I was only going to get to one move anyway, so thankfully the long-term end result in this specific part of the battle does not change. And then we have a Trevenant. And guess who we have? We have the Owl, so an RPS ending there. GG's to that opponent there. That is definitely the risk with things like Trevenant, especially in a flyer meta. You can get very hard countered. So we have Beedrill. Definitely haven't seen a Shadow Beedrill in a while now. It definitely has play in limited metas. And they catch the foul play on Azu, and I'm just like, rip! Rip there. Oh my god, that was heartbreaking for me. But very good play on the opponent there, so... we're just going to go for the extra Shadow Claw there. I have to try to get a shield back and get them lower. So we're going to go for the foul play again. So we're going to bait. We'll be like, yeah, you got a foul play. Now get ready for the return. Dang it, they didn't fall for it. So that is unfortunate there. Do I shield this? I do shield this. Oh, lovely. I love this. We're going to go for another foul play here. I'm just like, what am I doing? How am I getting here? And they come back in with the Beedrill, I believe, so we're going to go for a foul play right away, and then come in with the Noctowl, so their mistake was swapping back in the Beedrill. Oh, we do not swap in. We're going to make them either throw energy, and yes, they throw energy. This is perfect. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. Everything's fine. All right, we're going to come in with the Noctowl. They're going to go for X-Scissors, as that is going to be just the better move to go for, energy efficient, and also the stab damage. They go for Dual Run, which is interesting. I guess I'd have to look at the numbers. Maybe they're only getting to one move. That's a possibility. So we farm down with Noctowl. We have we have a good amount of health, provided we don't get hit with the Nice Beam. And we have Wall range. So we're going to go for the Shadow Ball here. This will put it into Thunderbolt range, so that's good. And since it's a non-Shadow Wall range, we will be able to survive an Earthquake here. And we will get to the Thunderbolt. So we should be in an okay spot either way. And I do go for the Surf. Because at this point I figured they're so low. Oh, yeah, they have a shield. I had to get rid of the shield. That's why. Okay, and they come in with Azu. They catch it. So I no-bubble this. No-bubble this because I got to farm down now. Because I believe Walrein does win CMP ties on the Walrein. And we get the Surf loaded, and they know it's over. So because they had to throw a move either way. So they don't have enough for both my mons. So that is a good game. Very well played. Alrighty, on to the next battle. Here's the battle that got me to you-know-where. Whoops, hang on there. There we go. Alrighty then, so we have a Lanturn versus a Azumarill. Positive lead, let's go. Alright, are they going to swap out? They will. Into Sableye right away. We will do some chip damage like you've seen before on the Lanturn. That way a Sky Attack can near take it out, or if I want to go for a Shadow Ball. I believe, yeah, Sky Attack should take it out, yeah, from that range for sure. So that, yeah, we can come in, we can safely no-shield this. As an Azu will have to use a move to take me out on the Noctowl. I farm up a bit before they can throw, because Sableye's typically, I want to say Sableye's will win CMP ties, at least for like high-ranking Noctowls. I don't remember if my Breakpoint Noctowl does win at least some CMP ties. So we can come in with Azu. We're going to go for Shadow Balls. I want him to force energy, and if I can only get to one move, then I want to go for Shadow Ball. We get to 2 Shadow Balls. This is great. This is great. Now, hopefully we can get to a Sky Attack or a 3rd Shadow Ball later, but we've already got this Azu so low. Now, the only worry is what they have in the back in conjunction with the 2 shields that, granted, both sides still have. Alrighty then, we're going to come in with Lanturn, and they have an Altaria in the back, so we're definitely going to stay in here. Sableye is the win condition. We are going to use Lanturn for our bulk, as Spark isn't really needed for the Lanturn, or the Azu too much. Now, arguably, I maybe could have stayed in there a bit better, but we did get a shield, which is what we wanted. That was the most important thing. If we don't have shield advantage for Sableye, we're dead. We are going to shield out these Sky Attacks. There's really no reason for them to go for Moonblast, unless they're like a Hail Mary thing. So we will shield up. We will keep farming up no matter what. I do go for the return, yeah, because I should be able to outpace to the next return. I just have to be mindful of a catch, and they let it go. So that's going to be a good game to my opponent. Very well played. We catch a Poliwag. Yep, and alrighty then, and let's go. We make it to Legend. Alrighty, and here's the final battle of the day, the bonus battle, so to speak. You probably guess what it is, since I already showed you getting me to Legend. But we have Lanturn versus Azu. Let's go. Another positive lead. Yeah, climbing to Expert definitely had a fair number of Trevenant leads. And, I was kind of recording battles on an individual basis versus, like, the whole set. Think I'm going to either balance it out a bit more, like some sets I just record the whole thing, and then some individual recordings, but I think just to showcase the losses, to hold myself accountable, that, like, yeah, this team had a couple of bad days, but was able to climb eventually. So yeah, so on my climb from Expert to Legend, I saw a lot of Charizard, either Charizard or Azu leads, and or, of course, leads weak to Lanturn or neutral weak. So we have Sableye next. We're just going to go for Thunderbolts here, and we're just going to stay in as Noctowl will take care of the Sableye pronto dente, or, just no problem. All right, then they're going to go for the foul play. We're going to... I shield this? Huh? They weren't at the back-to-back foul play, that's for sure. So, guess I just want to get this energy off. And we do get a shield, so worth the trade-off. And we will get to another surf if they don't throw here. So, and they go for the farm down. So we're able to either get them to their last Pokemon in one shield, or get both their shields. So this is nice. This is nice. Do I shield this up? Because this has to be a return. I guess I don't, but, it was going to be a return, I figured. And then we have a Galarian Stunfisk in the back, so this is GG's. We're going to throw the Shadow Ball out here. We can take an Earthquake just fine, and then shield a Rock Slide if they do, land the Earthquake. And we're actually going to force them to throw their energy here. So, and whether I survive or not, if I do survive, I'm swapping into Sableye right away. They should know it's over, and we do get taken out, but it's Sableye. It's over. We will shield this up, as it is going to be the hardest hitting move left in the game. Earthquake, that is. They do bait with Rock Slide, which is unfortunate, but this foul play should be taking out the Galarian Stunfisk. It does not. Okay, we farmed down, thank goodness. Okay, so foul play won't take us out. They know it's over, and they surrender there. So GG's, very well played. And we have a Pikachu. Unfortunately, no Libre. So, no shiny Libre, I should say. So that was the bonus battle there. Let's see what the IVs are. Meh, At least we got the 15 attack. But alright, that's going to do it for the video. Thank you all so much for watching, and thank you for being patient there. Hopefully I'll have a bit more energy and desire to do some more videos here, but that's going to be dependent upon my school schedule, which should, 99% chance, going to be starting middle of March here. And that journey is going to last 2 to 3 years, depending on how I want to level out my course load. So thank you all so much for watching. I will see you all in the next video. Just don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe. Peace!